little steel minions on the side. Good morning. I'm in Lubbock, Texas today, and I'm sitting right now. My van is sitting right in front of a friend of Stan's. Her name is Laura, and she has invited me this morning to come in and have some breakfast with her. She said I could park here overnight in front of her place, and so I stayed out here in my van, and she's invited me in for breakfast. So I'm going to go ring on the doorbell. Hopefully she's awake and ready to have some breakfast. I had a very nice breakfast with Laura, and I'm going to head out and run some errands, go to a coffee shop. I'm going to try to see some salvage yards today and possibly get some oil and try to repair this fan. I have this little fan here that's supposed to blow directly down on me, and basically you turn it on and it works for a couple of minutes, and then it gets slower and slower and slower. Then finally it just stops working and quits spinning and just has a buzzing noise. So I think that means the motor's okay. It's just the bearings inside are seizing up and need to be oiled. So I'm going to try to do my first repair of the bearings on a motor. I think that I just have to pull it apart and find out where to oil it. So that is my plan for today, and then tonight I'm going to be coming back here and meeting with Laura at about 7 o'clock. It's Friday here in Lubbock, and so they have an art walk on this Friday, and so we're going to go down to the art walk together, and then I'll get to see the art scene here in Lubbock. And Laura is an artist, so it'll be nice to hear it from a local. I've decided to spend another day here in Lubbock. It's just beautiful here and meeting nice people, and enjoying my time with Laura, so why not spend an extra day? Laura recommended that I check out this local coffee shop not too far from her house called JMV Coffee. I love eclectic coffee shops much more than Starbucks. Starbucks for me is merely a franchise convenience. I can roll into a city, know I have a solid connection, and that I have free unlimited refills on coffee, which I love, but I really enjoy the vibe of having a individually owned coffee shop that's sort of artsy. So I'm hoping that that's what this is. I absolutely love that coffee shop. It was just wonderful inside. The vibe, the flavored coffee, the Irish cream flavored coffee that I had was just fantastic. No alcohol, but it was just really wonderful. A couple of great things are happening today. It's my birthday month, the month of May, and today is Friday. Fridays are usually my splurge day, where I have a hamburger and French fries. So Red Robin gives me a free hamburger and fries on my birthday month. So I'm going to go in and claim my birthday gift. Okay, so for my free burger here, I would like your Royal Red Robin burger, medium well. And can I have campfire sauce for the fries?
Bottomless fries, of course, right?
Yep. Right. Is it possible to start the meal while I'm waiting for the burger with some of the fries, or does that complicate things?
Yep.
Great, thank you. A huge fan of these giant milkshakes, monster milkshakes, the campfire sauce. This is like one of my favorite franchise restaurants. The burger has arrived. This looks delicious. I'm going to enjoy my little birthday treat. I am completely stuffed, full, and very happy and content. I just need to go find a place to lay down, relax, getting sleepy and tired, and want to take a nap. I love my naps. I don't have air conditioning in my step van, which is okay for me. Maybe eventually down the road for $1,000 or $800 I'll add some dash AC just for the driver's cab area to make that more comfortable. I have two ceiling fans, the Max Air ceiling fans that I'll be installing in the roof for the back area, and mostly I'll be following temperate climates like 70 to 80 degrees, maybe 65 to 80 degrees, something like that. So I'll follow the weather so it won't be extremely hot anywhere that I'm planning to go. But that said, I do want to get this fan working. right now when you turn it on, it will work for a while, and then the motor slows down and it gets slower and slower, and eventually it stops. So I think the motor's fine, it's just the bearings need to be oiled. So I bought some oil, it's 3-in-1, and I watched some videos, and I think I just need to oil the front end of this motor and possibly the back end. I've been looking at this motor and I don't see an opening on the back end here to get into it. It looks like it's a sealed case, like a cup. So I probably have to pull most of the motor apart to get at the back end. However, I think I can get at the shaft on the front end, so I'm going to try to do that and get the oil in there to the front end, and hopefully that will be good enough. If not, then I'll have to disassemble the whole thing. But feel free to make some comments, give me some advice, and I greatly appreciate it. It's like having my own troubleshooting tech team out there with the comments. I probably spend an hour or two every day just reading comments on all my videos and learning from you guys. So thank you so much for doing that. Okay, I think I'll give this a whirl for a couple of days and see how it does. What I did was I held this rag underneath and I tilted the fan at different angles with it off, not running, and then I just squirted the oil in and tried to get it right on the shaft as it was different angles, like tilting up, tilting down, moving it around, and just trying to get it at different angles. And then I would occasionally flip on the motor button so that it would spin and try to get the oil worked in there. So it looks like it's going okay. I'm going to see if it keeps slowing down and stopping, or if I fix the problem. We'll just have to see. Give me a day or two and I'll report back. Well, the fan is still working after 15 minutes, so that's good news, but it doesn't sound super great. It sounds a little bit buzzy, and it smells just a little bit. It smells like burning oil. So I think it's not quite oiled enough, so I'm probably going to just have to pull it apart and work on it. But anyway, I think I found the problem, and I got half the solution. Just need to do a little bit more work and get it the rest of the way. I was driving down the street and I saw a locksmith, and I forgot that I didn't get a key duplicated. I duplicated the ignition key for the step van, but the door key is a real funky special type of a lock here that pushes in, and it takes a special key for this lock that I went to several places, like I went to Ace Hardware, I went to Walmart, and I went to a locksmith, and none of them could duplicate this lock. And so today I saw a locksmith and I stopped again, and he said no, he didn't have that key. He said he hadn't seen that key for several years. So he recommended another locksmith, the oldest one here in Lubbock. So I drove another couple of miles over to this locksmith today, and he was able to duplicate the key. It's a real funky looking key with a weird notch on it. But it cost $16 to get this key duplicated, but I felt like I needed to have a backup key, because if you look back at one of my previous episodes, which I'll link above, I actually was driving up through the Smoky Mountains National Park when my fuel pump went out in my box truck, and I had to get towed out of the park. That was $325, and get a fuel pump put in for $700. And that night I was just so exhausted emotionally and physically from that ordeal, I decided to treat myself to a sit-down dinner and relax and do some surfing online. After dinner I went back out to my box truck and I was locked out. I had locked the keys inside, so I had to call a locksmith. And then after that I realized I always need to keep a duplicate somewhere in like a little key box on the vehicle. So today I have my backup key. So hopefully that will not happen to me again. I've got to figure out a place to stash this, and I'm not going to tell you where it is. Found a beautiful spot right here in the shade of the trees at a very nice park. Looks like a perfect place to take a nap and relax for a couple hours, maybe read a book. I just love having this step van. I pull right up to the curb. I can just step right in and out. It's just gorgeous. It's beautiful. I really want to take this camping, go to a campground and see what the experience is like in a campground. But before I do that, I want to get a few more things built inside, a few more creature comforts before I go that far out of a city. But for now, this is just gorgeous. wonderful time at the park. Had a great nap. I actually did a little bit of work on the van, screwing a few things down, arranging some things, moving things around. And now I'm back over at Laura's house. We're going to head down to the Friday night art walk here in Lubbock and check that out. She says it's pretty fun and really a great experience. So I'm here with Laura, who I met last night, who is a friend of Stan's. Laura, say hi.
Go this way.
Oh, we got to go this way. She's my tour guide. We're going down to the art walk here in Lubbock. Apologize if there's any wind noise. I got to work on that. I tried today to find some little furry wind muffs for the video camera, but was not successful with that. Hopefully that'll happen soon. But we're going to go check out the art walk here. Hopefully listen to some music, see some fun art, maybe get some little street food. Should be lots of fun. And Laura is an artist working a lot with wood. And what's that technique called?
Marquetry.
Marquetry. And as I understand it, it's taking and cutting out very thin layers of wood.
Wood veneer.
Yeah, wood veneer, like little puzzle pieces, and putting it in to make different components of the artwork with different colors and different textures to make the image appear. So it's a fairly complex kind of a thing to assemble together. It's quite unique to see some of her artwork.
We are now entering the Buddy Holly Center.
Buddy Holly, okay, the musician. Buddy
Holly is from Lubbock, Texas, and he's buried out in the graveyard out there.
Well, that was really fun, going inside, seeing a little bit of Buddy Holly stuff, see his glasses, some guitars, all sorts of stuff. I'm going to head down to the art walk now. So this is Tornado Gallery, and it's fashioned after a gallery that you
Yeah,
had?
which was Lubbock Lights Art Gallery.
Okay.
The Lubbock Lights were the UFOs that flew over in the
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a highly documented UFO sighting.
Wow.
Lubbock, Texas.
Okay, so Tornado Gallery, we'll go check that out. I like the metal work that's here with the big giant alien and the dragonfly. Very fun.
Come back over here to where all the food trucks are.
Some pulled pork barbecue at this food truck back here. I'm told it's really good, so I've got a pulled pork for me, and she's getting, I think, just some barbecue with like no gluten. So she says she normally does not like metal sculptures, but she loves this one. It's like the first one that she's ever liked. Is this yours?
Sorry?
Is this yours?
This is mine.
Ah, okay. We had an absolute wonderful time at the art walk tonight. It's wonderful hanging out with Laura. It was just a lot of fun to go see. It was just a fantastic Friday today. I felt like it was very productive, got a lot done, and really enjoyed my time here in Lubbock. Thank you for watching. Savor the moment. See you next video.